Welcome to the AC 24/7 Top Story Countdown. We'll guide you through the biggest news of the day. Our focus, advocating our rights, advocating health, and advocating Earth. Here's our pick for number 4.
A window of hope and light for her family. The start of independence. That's what Maria Fernanda Calero Cabriles says a recent change in policy by the Biden administration will mean for her family.
We are very happy about this. It's something we've been waiting for.
The Department of Homeland Security announced this week it would expand a form of humanitarian relief known as temporary protected status to Venezuelans residing in the U.S. on or before July 31st. Lawyers here at Project Russo, a not-for-profit organization that provides legal help to migrants, say they expect to fill hundreds of applications this week.
First of all, it means a way to start building and rebuilding their lives. They are able to seek out work right away. They are able to start supporting their families, and they're potentially able to find housing of their own.
A Department of Homeland Security official anticipates 472,000 Venezuelans will be newly eligible for the status. Like this new mom who tells me she wants to provide for her baby without relying on a government handout. And Cabriles and her husband, who say they fled persecution in Venezuela.
You want to work.
Yes, that is what we came to this country to do, to work.
New York City Mayor Eric Adams calls the move a good starting point, but says only a quarter of asylum seekers in the city's care will qualify for the status.
We have approximately 60,000 total asylum seekers in our care. We have about approximately 15,000 that are eligible.
So far, Adams estimates more than 116,000 migrants have been processed by New York City's shelter system since last spring, and nearly 60,000 of them are still in the city's care. In the meantime, migrant crossings at the southern border continue to increase.
What I've seen, they keep on coming.
Sheriff Schmerber says on Wednesday alone, about 3,000 migrants crossed near Eagle Pass, Texas, some of them waiting in the riverbank of the Rio Grande, waiting for a chance to cross. They're fleeing the terror of a dictatorship, this man says. He's willing to risk his life. Reporting in New York, Gloria Pasmino.
TheAdvocateChannel.com looks at the world through the lens of equality and inclusion. Subscribe, like, and share now. AC 24/7's Top Story Countdown continues with our producer's pick for number 3.
In California, where wildfires are a constant threat, firefighters want every advantage they can get on a blaze before it becomes an inferno.
While I was asleep in bed, my phone dinged.
Cal Fire's Scott Slump got that leg up while testing new technology in July when he got a text message with a link to this. Video of a fire that started in the middle of the night, deep in the California wilderness.
The dispatch center there was not aware of the fire.
But something else was. Artificial intelligence. Cal Fire, in partnership with UC San Diego's Alert California program and its network of more than 1,000 cameras across the state, is using the technology to recognize a fire early on.
The next morning, that fire would have been a fire of significance.
Instead, firefighters were dispatched immediately, knocking the blaze down before it did major damage.
So the fires that you don't hear about in the news is the greatest success of this.
These cameras are the new eyes for firefighters. These two, positioned more than 5,000 feet above sea level, can see across this massive Southern California valley. And they're really adding precision to the spotting of wildfires compared to more traditional ways like this lookout station where I'm standing. With this new AI technology, they can often spot wildfires more quickly than the human eye can. Here's how it works. Look at this image. Could you spot a fire? Probably not. But notice that red box on the right side. That's where artificial intelligence has detected a faint column of smoke.
There's nothing on that horizon. Then something appears on that horizon that wasn't there before. That could be smoke. The camera will pick that up and go, that does not look normal.
We have multiple successes of fires at night that had gone undetected, that we're able to suppress before a 911 phone call had even come into the command centers.
The pilot program worked so well that CAL FIRE recently expanded it to all 21 of its dispatch centers, where an official will validate the imagery to make sure it is not just dust or clouds.
Our goal as an agency is to keep 95% of our fires at 10 acres or less. So this tool increases our ability to ensure that we're keeping those fires small.
And the AI is constantly learning. Each time a human confirms or corrects what it detects, the technology adapts.
Do you think that it's making a difference in how you're able to protect the population?
Absolutely.
This technology won't replace people, CAL FIRE says.
Nothing can take the place of the boots on the ground.
But can help first responders stop fires before they explode.
In my opinion, save lives and property.
Like the Advocate channel on Facebook for the best way to get updates on stories that advocate for equality, justice, our rights, and more. AC 24/7 continues with today's top 2 pick.
The United States government on Friday announcing that it's taking further steps to help Haiti crack down on its out-of-control gang violence problem. U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken saying that 5 Haitian individuals, including former and current Haitian officials, will now be under visa restrictions. They will be unable to travel to the United States. Blinken as well saying that the U.S. will send $65 million to help professionalize Haiti's national police force. This is a police force that is increasingly finding itself outgunned by Haiti's violent gangs. The police actually have carried out protests against their own government over the past several months on occasion, because they say that when they are sent out to the street to fight these gangs that have taken over large areas of the country and the capital of Port-au-Prince, that they are simply unable to do so because they do not have the manpower and they do not have the resources they need to fight against the gangs. Of course, billions of dollars have flowed to Haiti over the years to help Haiti following natural disasters, but so much of that money investigations have uncovered is either stolen or misspent. So over the years, it has been proven already that Haiti's problems, many deep systematic problems, are simply ones that money alone cannot solve.
Follow the Advocate channel on Twitter and Instagram to stay updated on stories that matter every day. Here's our #1 story of the day. Take a look.
Congress has until Saturday to make a deal to keep the government funded, but members from both parties aren't feeling optimistic.
If we have a government shutdown, which I'm sad to say at this point looks likely, it will be because there are a couple dozen Republican members at least who want a government shutdown.
GOP Rep. Tim Burchett of Tennessee is among those holding his ground.
The American public knows what we're up to, and they're sick and tired of it. That's why folks like me, we're sticking to our guns, and all of a sudden we're the bad guys because we want to balance our budget.
Should the shutdown occur, nearly 4 million federal employees will be affected immediately, including the non-essential workers being furloughed until the shutdown is over. It would also have a snowball effect across the U.S., including the Bureau of Labor Statistics not releasing financial data, which would make it hard for the Federal Reserve and investors to figure out the economy. And the White House says travel will be affected as well by air traffic controllers and TSA workers not getting paid to work. While there are discussions about how to keep things running,
let's pass a 30 to 60 day continuing resolution. Let's make sure it's not loaded up.
It appears to be an uphill battle.
You can't keep spending $7 trillion when you're only taking in $5 trillion. That just doesn't work.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Thanks for watching the Advocate channel's top stories. We're on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. Follow, like, and share, or check out advocatechannel.com for even more stories that advocate for you.